20. 20 is probably quicker to do by hand, but what do I know? There is a property out there. It says log base b of x equal to log base b of y. Then x is y. And notice how these bases match. 3x squared is 13x plus 10. Now, I'm going to do this by hand, and then I'm going to go back and do this two ways on T84. All right, I am. So I'm going to shift these things left. 3x squared minus 13x plus minus 10 is 0, because I moved all this stuff to the left. It'll take a 3x and an x to make a 3x squared. Factors of 10 are probably 5 and 2. The outside makes 15, the inside makes 2. And a negative 15 plus a 2 is negative 13. Zero product property, x is negative 2/3, x is 5. Those are my answers, by the way. Now, if you can't factor, you can literally put this in y1 and this in y2. You can. You might have to play with your window to find everything. You might. I don't know. I can see one answer here. Second trace 5, get close, enter, enter, enter. That told me that x was negative 0.666666 forever. That 7 is just the repeating decimal. Everybody is supposed to know that that is 2/3. You are. You're supposed to know that. I can't help it that you don't, but you're supposed to. A lot of things you're supposed to know. Now, there's another answer way up here. So I'm just going to guess that my y max is 100 and see what happens. I'm not going to do that stupid increment by 10. Y max of 100 did the job. Second trace 5, take my little cursor, get her close, and then enter, enter, enter. Ah, there's the other one, 5. That's one way of doing it. The other thing you could have done is you could have put this in y1 and this in y2. You could have. You should have. All right? Now, that needs to be talked about. The only way I have shown you to do this is change a base, and a couple of you guys have figured out the other way of doing it. The reason I don't teach how to do change a base in T84 is because I don't know what calculator you're going to have when you take the EOC. I do not know. You may not have a calculator that can do certain things. I do not know. Change a base. Boy, I'm using a lot of room writing down things you should already know. It says a log of base b, argument a, and I like the ln, is ln a over ln b. So this is going to become the natural log of 3x squared over the natural log of 3. And this is going to become the natural log of 13x plus 10, sitting over the natural log of 3. That I can push buttons on in a T84. So ln 3x to the second, whoops, divided by the ln of 3, y1, y2 is going to be the ln of 13x plus 10, and she is sitting over the ln of 3. And then I just do zoom 6. And both answers will be here. You won't have to play with the window. If you stick with the original equation, the window adjustments are easier. Anyway, second trace 5, get close, I'm going after the left, enter, enter, enter. There is my negative 2/3. Second trace 5. And by the way, if you don't know, like if you get something like negative 0.333 and you don't write it as a third, that's not full credit. Enter, enter, enter. 5. Just like I did before. Boy, I burned a lot of time on that. Time I don't have. Solve 2 natural logs. 3x plus 4 minus 5 is 15. Now you could have straight up y1 to y2 this thing. You could have. I'll do that first. 2 ln 3x plus 4 minus a 5. A lot of kids are like, I don't like doing y equals. It doesn't feel right. It feels right. Something wrong with you. You do a zoom 6, you won't see what you need to see. You put a 15 in there. I would take my Y max and make it 20. Of course, you still won't see anything on it when you still won't see your answer here. I mean, look at these answer choices. E to the 10th, E to the 10th. Those are huge X values. Anyways, you're going to have to go pretty far to the right. I don't know. Let's go out to 100, see what happens. Let's go out to 1,000, see what happens. Let's go out to 10,000 and see what happens. Aha! Second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. So I got an X value of 7340.8219. That's what I got. So I'm just going to type in the answer choices, and I've taught you to go to math, num, n over d. If you're not doing it, you're probably not getting it. But what do I know? Second ln brings up e. There you go. Now, a lot of kids won't do that math num. If you don't do math num, you got to wrap. And I say that, and you don't listen to me, because if you type this in without parentheses, look what happens. You don't get the same thing. So you either need to use math num n over d, or you need to learn how to wrap, which is a pretty big deal. 7340. It's one of my commandments of math. 2 or more terms wrap. This one, it was choice A. On this test, it was choice A. And the last one, and this hint is, okay, this one's right. On one of them, it was wrong. I forgot to correct it. Something was wrong with me whenever I was typing it up. But it says solve 2 log base 3, 3x minus 6 equals log base 5, 2x plus 3, using your TI-84 and its ability to graph. I went over this just a minute, but a logarithm base b argument a is a natural log of a over a natural log of b. That's what she is. So this guy becomes 2 natural logs. Here's the big part. This is b, this is a. 3x minus 6 over natural log of 3. Equal, because there's an equal. This guy becomes ln of 2x plus 3, sitting pretty over ln 5. And that is something I can type in. You don't even have to worry about wrapping. You just get to type it. 2ln 3x minus 6, sitting pretty over an ln 3. There's your y1. y2, ln 2x plus a 3, sitting pretty over ln 5. And then I just hit zoom 6, and I don't think I have to play with the window at all. Bam! There's the answer. Second trace 5. I'm going to have to hold the cursor down to see it. There she is. Enter, enter, enter. Oops. One more time. 2.6885. 2.6885. That's it. Well, which, by the way, on this one was choice D. 2.6885. Hopefully, we get to talk about the rest of it during class. If not, for some reason, I'll spend my lunch break doing another friggin' video for y'all. Good day.